then we'll return shortly.
Ah, okay. Thank you. You go across the street. The streets are also lined with marble. Into a smaller building, tailor shop, glass window with a pretty much it's the same kind of robe, just with slight variations to each one of them. And a stocky guy replies as you come inside, or says something when you come inside. Ah, I'm pretty sure you're here for robes,
Yes, we received a note from this gentleman over at the library.
lady. Uh,
Lady. It
I
sound
thought
very
I
ladylike.
didn't know if I mentioned that or not. Sorry. Yes. Ah, okay. Sizes.
Um, I honestly don't know. I haven't worn a robe.
Well, do you mind if you just stand still for a second? He gets up off of a stool that he was sitting on and kind of circles around you for a second, and he kind of walks off to the back and pulls out three of them and hands them to you. Why don't you go back there and try these on and tell me which one works the best?
Um, I hate to ask. I unfortunately suffered an accident recently.
Ah, yes. If you want, I can get my daughter. Maybe she can help.
I'd greatly appreciate it if it's not too much trouble.
He gives a sharp whistle, and a girl about the age of 19 comes out from the back. If you could please help this woman into her robes, I believe she'd greatly appreciate it. And she
I
kind of nods.
I am sorry to bother you.
Oh, it's no trouble. It's what we do for our customers.
Thank you.
And she leads you to the back room. And he looks at Hallam. And what size do you think you fit?
I actually think he'll just give off his robe measurements since he wears a robe standardly. I assume he knows what they are.
You follow of Ardent?
Yeah.
Mm. Follow of Ardent should never wear black robes.
They were given to me for work.
It's still something you should never do.
Oh,
It's
he's actually gonna write this down.
the black robe is something that Ardent does not let's say follow. It's something outside of his teachings.
Of course, it's just dirt. I work in the graveyard.
Mm. If you want to be closer to Ardent, I'd suggest keeping the robes that you get here.
Of course, he's writing all of this down.
How old are you?
180.
You're a little bit chipper for somebody of your age.
It's been a long time. Can't afford to be sad though.
He hands you some robes and shows you the way to the dressing room.
We'll go there and change.
Okay. The robes you are getting have the exact same stats and abilities that the robes you already have.
Awesome.
So I'm just changing the color. They are white with a golden trim around the hood and the arms and the seam, or not the seam, but the opening that goes down the chest.
He- He's gonna be very happy with them.
The seam or the inlay itself around the edges is got a kind of a wave type design.
So cool. Only the priests get to wear these back home.
Well, it's something all followers of Arden should be wearing. And in the city, it's
Oh,
one of those things we'd like to at least have every visitor be in them. It kind of keeps the motif of the city together. It's less distracting when everybody looks the same.
ah. He's gonna write that down.
Alexis, she does help you with your dress and or your robes, and with no problems.
Excellent. Thank you kindly, dear.
She picked some. She picked money out of your pouch, though.
Did she?
Yep. No.
I was say, what a bitch.
And you guys look pretty and handsome and
What do they do
Nice.
with their old clothes, though?
They bag them up in a little. They pretty much they fold them nicely, put them in a kind of like a newspaper type of paper that feel to it,
Hmm.
and put a ribbon around it and tie it up for you to carry around, or put
Okay.
in your end, or put at the end.
Okay.
I hope these meet your sizes and fit well.
They fit excellent. Thank you very much.
If you ever need anything else, let us know. We tailor anything at the store.
Well, thank you very much, and I apologize for our initial ignorance.
Oh, it's not a problem. I'm assuming it's your first time to the city, so it's nothing that can't be foreseen itself.
It is, and I will ensure that we are aware of that in the future. You ready, Hallam?
Yep. Let me just make sure to get all this down.
What are you writing?
Everything.
X is gonna give a slight smile.
Don't want to forget this place. Everything I learned here.
And you
Well, then
guys, oh,
head back
sorry.
to the library then. Yeah.
Okay.
Follow.
You see the lady is standing with another female. I don't have the race for this. What's his name? Malik. Uh, your sister is a what?
Human, I believe.
Human.
Okay, she was human. Okay, that's probably why I didn't have a note on what she was. Okay, and her name was Loritis.
Correct.
Okay, make sure my notes are right. Did you see one female that you recognize and another one that you don't, standing, kind of waiting for you guys to come back? Ah, I believe you found the shop easily. It seems.
Yes, thank you very much.
Hmm. I have a young scholar here, Loritis. I believe she can help out with your friend's needs.
Oh, well, thank you. Lourdes, I actually believe that was someone we are coming to see.
No.
I have I'll wait until we can get somewhere we can discuss.
Lourdes smiles and kind of waves you guys into the actual library part of the library, not the entrance where the reception desk is. And when you guys break the entranceway into the actual library, it's massive. There are probably hundreds of thousands of books inside this one library.
I was actually gonna point and ask, are all these about Arden?
Every book in this library has something to do with him. Yes.
Oh, he's very happy.
His teachings, philosophy, his actions in life, his actions in death, and his actions in rebirth
Oh,
as the god of Arden.
I want to read them all.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do.
I can't take the time, can I, though? He's actually gonna look at Alexis when he
We'll
says
have
that.
time in the future, but right now I think we want to have a little bit of a discussion if possible.
Right.
Where would you like to do this discussion?
Um, do you have somewhere private we might be able to
We do have a small conference room.
if we could use that, that'd be fantastic.
Let me go check if see if it's open. And she kind of little shimmy off, and a few seconds later comes back. She kind of pokes her head around a bookcase. It's open. Come on.
Okay.
And you guys go for a little bit and walk into a large, like French doors open up into this conference room with a rather large center table. And
Is it fine we're using a room this large?
if I don't think there was nothing on the book saying it was going to be used today, so unless some of the scholars come down from the school, I'm pretty sure we should be fine. If not, we can always move to another.
By the way, I don't believe I properly introduced myself. I'm Alexis Whisper.
I'm Leora, or not Leora. God damn it, I had it and then
Loritus.
Loritus. I
I'm
closed my
Hallam.
I closed my book and forgot it. Hello, Hallam. How are you?
I'm good.
And he likes
This
you.
day is awesome. I love this city.
Maybe you should make it a
Ah,
permanent home.
I'm afraid I can't. But Father Garfield would be very upset if I left permanently.
Father Garville from... She
Report.
paused. I don't believe I've... Well, I have worked in Freeport for a period of time, but I don't think I've had many interactions with Father Garville.
He stays in the back mostly.
Hmm. Maybe explain why I've never seen him before.
uh, Laura, was it?
Lortus, but Laura, yes, does work.
Were you one of Thorol's children?
Ah, yes.
I thought you looked familiar. I've been very close with Thorol over the past few years.
I vaguely remember you.
Your brother Malik says hello.
Oh, what's little Mally doing now?
Well, he's actually traveling with another group of friends of ours. We're on a bit of a mission that is part of the reason why we're here. But
Well, tell Mally next time you see him that I'm having a lot of fun here and there's a lot of books. He needs to come down here and visit.
I'm sure he will. For the moment, though, my friend Hallam here, and she's going to place her hand on Hallam's knee. Hallam is obviously from Freeport, as you were, and he's sort of looking to compare philosophies with how things are actually sort of scripted here in Arden City.
Ah, okay. I can do that.
For example, what was his name? Deacon Rain, was it?
Oh, Deacon Rain. What a sad, sad outcome that was.
I know
See that?
he was so what's the word? I'm actually trying to think of a word here and it's slipping my mind. I am so good at this. It was just such an unfortunate circumstance.
I wouldn't think so. Bastardizing teachings to impose or to have somebody do other people's biddings.
He was just doing the work that Arden told him about.
No, Arden would never give order or tell somebody to do that.
What are you talking about?
Arden's about life, not death.
Yes, but there comes an end to it all.
Yes, naturally.
Yeah, and sometimes he has to
Murder is not
think
natural.
wrong.
No. No, my dear. Arden would never ask for somebody to take somebody else's life.
But that's not what Father Garville says. He
What
talks to Arden.
exactly is this Garville saying to you?
Alexa's going to make her hand a bit. Actually, she's going to grab Hallam's hand.
He talks to Arden, and we send people off to Arden.
Oh God, no. He has people killed?
We send them to Arden
You
so they can
see
play ghost tag.
you see her kind of get a little white and sit down. What have they done to you? That is not Arden's
Very,
teachings.
they seem very confused.
He or she picks up one of the books that she was carrying and opens it up and starts going through some pages and pointing out some things to you about the teachings on how forceful death is something he never endorses under any circumstances, and that
Hal will try at the start of all this to basically try to argue the stuff he was taught and what those passages mean, or the few of them that he may have seen. But
no
he's going to give up pretty quickly.
no boy, that's not right.
But this is what I was told.
You were taught wrong.
Garble wouldn't lie to me.
Darville did lie to you.
No, no.
Garvel is not a priest of Ardent. A priest of Ardent would never teach the child this.
But, but that can't be. He wouldn't lie to me. That, that would mean...
Hallam, he lied. By becoming his weapon, you have put yourself the farthest you could possibly be from Ardent's grace.
He's gonna stand there in silence for a bit. Okay. I need to talk to him.
To who?
Garville.
If that's what you wish. But he needs to be removed from that church. If he's doing this to you, he could be doing it to other impressionable people. Making them weapons for his own desires.
I should head back to Freeport right now. I need to talk to him.
She pulls out another book. Here, take this with you. It's one of my spare notebooks. Inside of it is everything you can learn about him in the way that it should be looked at. In the way of an actual priest's eyes.
He'll take the book.
I hope you can find your way back into his graces. It's going to be a long road before that happens.
He's just gonna nod slowly.
Garvel is not Mitt Romney.
He's a little bit.
Well, never mind. I'm not going to get into politics and fucking D&D.
Garvel wants to cut taxes? What?
Garvel has folders or binders of women and hates Big Bird. Fuck Mitt Romney. If you'd like to stay for a little bit longer, I'm sure I can tutor you on the basics and maybe some things that will help you. Get you in contact with a real priest.
I need to leave right away. I can't stay.
Hallam,
Yes?
this will probably be best for you right now. Just take a little bit and listen to what these people have to say. We have things we still need to do in the city.
You're right. Of course. Alright. I can do that then.
All is not lost, Hallam.
Alright.
Maybe one of our priests can help your soul.
He's just gonna start nodding now, although he does look a little out of it.
Oh, we shattered Hallam's psyche.
It's going to happen eventually, though.
We lost Mr. Chipper.
He'll be back to
Aw.
being chipper soon.
Hallam, do you want a boner?
There is a pretty girl holding your hand.
There's another one sitting across from you.
She keeps
Why
doing
are the
that
ghosts in
basic
my head
instinct thing.
asking me this?
The ghost in your head like you want a boner.
This seems highly inappropriate for what's going on right now.
If you want, you have free reign of the library for the rest of the evening. If you need some help finding some books, I'm always here.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think sitting down would be good right now. I'm just gonna take a seat.
Okay.
Laura, might I be able to borrow you for just a moment?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to pull her off to the side and say, earlier I said that Malik was doing some work
Yes.
work, and that also brings us to the city. I need to speak with the highest person of authority I can reach in the city.
You're looking for Sabot. I'm not sure if I can get an audience with him.
Anyone who is of any level of importance tomorrow would be fantastic.
I could see what I can arrange. If you come back here tomorrow, I'll let you know.
Thank you very much, Laura. I'll
It's
make
not a
sure
problem.
to let Malik know that everything's okay with you.
Sure thing. If there's anything else you need, I must get back to my studies. I will be randomly about. It might take you a little while to find me, but I will be here. My room is
Uh,
actually, if she points up to the second floor, and it's a looks like it's a dark room to the corner.
well,
I literally sleep in this library.
well, I do vaguely recall you having a fondness for books in past. So.
The books are my life.
Well, I'll talk to you later then, and I should probably take Hallam back to the inn.
Sure.
If there's any materials you think would be beneficial for him to have by his side,
It will take me a little bit to gather them up, but I'll have them when you arrive tomorrow morning.
thank you. And I will grab Hallam again by his hand and say, Hallam, is it alright if we leave?
Huh? Yeah, sure. He'll sort of
Well,
let her pull him along.
yeah, I'm going to lead him back towards the inn.
Hallam, you pass the furnace.
Not right now, goes to my head.
Oh, okay. All right, you're going back to the inn. It's still relatively early in the day, or not
Oh,
early. It's not nowhere near dark. I mean, you guys are looking about in 5.
well, Alex's actually going to pull him up towards one of the rooms.
Sure.
And she's going to pull him in to one of the rooms and then try to sit him down in the bed and sit next to him.
He'll take a seat.
Hallam, how are you feeling right now?
Nervous, scared.
You know, it's right for you to have those emotions right now.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to talk about?
You just stay there.
I'm not going anywhere. And she's going to rest one of her arms around Hallam's back and kind of rub his back up and down.
I don't want to be alone right now.
I wouldn't leave you alone. I think they're just going to stay there in silence then for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that it?
I think so.
Paleth, you still not trying to steal everything?
Pretty much. She's being good in her room right now.
Moving on, Northern Team. 20 minutes have passed. The receptionist says, okay.
Actually, I meant to ask, where's the captain of the Skyrider? What's he been doing?
He's with you.
Okay.
I think you would need him.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
So yeah, he's. If I'm not noting he's going anywhere else, assume he's with you.
Okay.
They're kind of like the tag-along NPCs.
Yeah. Until I note they left, they're still there. So 20 minutes has passed. She notes, or she does say, if you'd like to head upstairs, he should be in by now. He will be the 12th door to the left, I believe.
Very well. Up we go.
And you find his room. You see the
Before
words.
getting to the room, I just whisper to Gedden, I hate this city.
No, we just arrived. At least they have plenty of bacon. They haven't been destroyed by the Delhi yet.
You see on the door itself, written in black, is Brigadier Gix.
Malik knocks on the door.
Yeah.
Come in, come in.
Opens the door.
Brigadier, my name is Gideon Shikai of Stormguard, and this is Captain. I forget his name.
You never asked his name, that's why. Captain, and you pause, and he says, Broder. My name is Captain Broder.
Captain Broder of Freeport.
You always answered to captain. Uh-huh.
Because that's what 90% of my ship people say to me.
Malik just kind of shrugs.
Well, I didn't feel right calling you Skippy like that one guy, but yeah.
Throw your ass overboard, you call me Skippy.
Don't have a ship anymore.
Because of you assholes. Yes, what you guys want?
Yes, we were recently in Tenefure, where unfortunately it was attacked by the Delhi.
But explain why the scouts haven't returned.
Yes,
And you lived.
somehow, barely. Mage, Coal Form. Yeah, his name I remember. Mage Coal Form, sacrificed himself to, well, save us and destroy the Delhi while at the cost of his own life and most of the city.
All of the city.
No, we saved
He
like two
doesn't-
people. We saved
we
like,
still have hope.
like two families. That's only most of the city, like 99.94.
No, the entire
Well-
city itself is gone. The people
Well-
might still be, some of the people might be alive, but the city itself is gone.
Yeah.
You know, most of the city was kind of already dead anyway. It's just semantics.
And I'm assuming you're just here to report. Is there anything else you would like to bring in? Please don't ask me to give a note. I don't do that. It's not my job.
Fucking. Whose job is it to give notes?
The secretary. You have to go back downstairs for...
Oh.
Well, we had been coordinating with the Velrai to locate the portals the Delhi are using.
As you can see, they're already here.
Yes, they went to Trend. We went to Tenefure. That Tenefure is gone. We'd hope to make additional plans with them here. Fortunately, they're in the Queen Saya is in the palace, and the guards are very ably doing their jobs and will not let us in. Is there anything you can do about that?
Yes, I believe I can.
Thank you. That would be most appreciated.
You have to give me an evening, but I'm pretty sure I can get something... get some kind of ball rolling. Are you looking for the king, or are you looking for Saya herself?
I think it would be a good idea to speak with both, probably.
But, likely more Saya. The king we would only speak more on the Delhi with, but I'm sure you have plenty of reports on them already.
We just have reports from the Velrai. We have yet to have anything from a battlefield. We have yet to engage the enemy on any front.
Oh, I will, of course, give any information that I can.
You're giving all the information to him? Or are you saying you can give it to somebody else?
I'll give it to him. Yeah.
Okay. He takes bucket loads of notes.
Do my little magic show illusions and descriptions of the various ones we fought.
Yep. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, if you can arrange an audience with Queen Saya, that would be most appreciated, and I'll give you the name of the inn we are staying at.
That's what I was about to ask next. Where are you staying? I believe that was the harvest.
My inn doesn't have a name.
So you're at the one in front of the airship.
Yeah.
Yes, the inferior bacon place.
The looking for something. The David Jumbo Sunflower Seeds Inn.
Sweet.
Um,
Just in time for baseball postseason.
the large pizza inn, 2 toppings, no. Print coupon, no. Coupon expires, no.
The
Holiday
Storm
Inn.
Hammer in wait. Don't we also want to meet with Cypher as well?
Yeah, it's gonna hit there next since this is gonna take at least probably till tomorrow to arrange with Saya.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time for this guy to do this. He's got to go through like 3 different channels, and with how long it takes you guys to get a goddamn note across, it's gonna take a while. He's got to.
Yeah, I just see him walking over to the palace and trying to get in. And it's like, I'm the brigadier. No, sorry.
No, he can get in.
We don't send notes.
He can't get in. He can
We
get
don't-
in, but
we
he
don't let
can't get a
brigadieres
goddamn
in.
note inside.
We're gonna guard the palace. Not let brigadiers into the palace. What do you think we are?
Well, I expect like 2 days later for them to the Belrai to finally get that note.
Well, you still don't know if that Valrai got your first note.
That's
I'm pretty sure they didn't.
I'm pretty sure they didn't either.
Well, they'd give it to you, or they'd give it to one of them, but nobody knows who the fuck you guys are. Unless by some sheer luck they hand it to
I was
somebody
standing
else.
next to the queen.
Yes, but no, you guys were in. Yes, you were standing next to the queen, but they didn't say your name.
God. They didn't ask.
It was a ceremony for the queen, not for the green-brown dude standing next to her.
I helped.
Shut up. Apparently not enough. All right, is that all you're having from him?
For the brigadier, yeah.
Okay.
We'll head to the Mage Academy next, I guess. Yeah.
Actually, beforehand, Matt kind of whispers to Gedden, asking him if we should tell him about the boxes
Which
that
box?
Alexis saw.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The Undercities, moving cities.
Remember how they had some go in the trend?
Cormat shipping off his Undercity split between
Oh,
Trend.
Trent and...
Actually, it wasn't Alexis, but it was
It was SEAL Team 6.
Hallam and Payless saw.
Yep. Yeah, they saw it. Did they tell you? Yes, they did. So yeah, if you want to tell them that, go ahead.
He doesn't seem like the type to know much about the Undercity anyway.
Oh, it's up to Malik. It's his thing that he brought up.
I will mention that Thundercrest might be hostile. I'm working with the Delrai. Or Delhi.
I wouldn't believe that.
Well, Mage Coalform deduced that Marina May is working against our interests at the very least.
One of the strongest mages in the world has aligned himself with the Delhi. That's laughably stupid, sir.
It's extremely worrisome, sir. Especially after another mage who was also among the most powerful in the continent has lost had to sacrifice his life to stop the Delhi from advancing.
Well, if you have any substantial proof showing that he is aiding the enemy, I will indulge these kind of talks. But until then,
Only hearsay from Mage Coalform, for whatever that is worth to you.
well, it's not hearsay from Mage Coalform to me. It's hearsay from somebody I don't know, coming from a city that has been wiped off the face of this planet.
Believe me or do not, I have no proof to offer you.
Stormhammer,
Yo.
check.
21.
You find a hooker who knows her.
What? Just someone who knows her? Okay.
Yep, and knows where she's staying. And you get directions from her, and you find her house.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up.
Stalker dwarf.
Creepy.
What kind of house is it, bud? Is it
It's a rather nice house. I mean, it's nothing. It's humble. It's nothing, really too big, too small. It's just your average, everyday kind of ranch-style house.
Are there other people walking around?
Not really.
Okay.
You need to break into her house.
No, I'm just gonna walk. Just wondering if, turns out she's married and shit. That'd be kind of awkward. I walk up. I knock on the door.
There's not an answer for a few moments, and then she finally answers the door. And she looks a little bit shocked you're at her house.
There's a good explanation for this.
There goddamn better well be.
Yeah. I was about to ask if I could come in, but probably not.
No! No, you may not come in. I mean, it was fun, but not that fun.
Well, yeah, look, you seem damn well pleased.
It's happened before.
Phew.
So what the fuck do you want?
I need you to get into the palace and figure out what's going on with the cat people queen.
I'm a fucking hooker. I'm not a goddamn ninja.
No, but hookers, they pretty much, they walk where they want, and...
We don't walk into the goddamn palace.
You can't...
Are you crazy?
Can you distract the gods so I can get in?
No!
Alright,
Distract
What
all
would it
30
take?
of the guards.
alright. Have you ever been in the palace?
No!
Do you know someone who has?
No!
There have never been a prostitute in the palace.
No!
That's a filthy lie.
Why would there be hookers in the palace?
Why wouldn't there be?
Probably
It's
a
a
different class of hooker.
Palace?
Yeah, your point. It's a palace. Rich
Yes,
people need sex.
They don't fuck with us. They have their own thing.
Where can I find those?
Oh, now I'm not too good. I'm not good enough for you now, huh?
Well, I could still...
Go fuck yourself. And she slams the door.
I jingle my coin purse outside. What if I fuck you instead?
I'm sorry, sir, but I saw how much was left, and it doesn't look like it's going to be good enough.
What, after last night you're trying to say that I'm not good enough?
I've had better.
Have
Have a good night, sir.
Oh. Oh, now she's getting on my nerves. How sturdy is the door?
It's a regular wooden door.
I'm not
I
feeling
kicked
you
the door in.
FYI.
You kick the door in?
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
She attacked my ego.
Well, she's about to physically attack you now. You hear you hear a weird click coming from across the hall as she turns around and points something at you.
She has a gun.
Mm-hmm.
So?
Ah, she misses.
Fail.
It shoots off and lands about a foot away from your head, impaling itself into the wall. Get the fuck out of my house!
I'm just gonna kick the pieces of the door aside. I'm gonna tighten my belt. I'm gonna be like, yeah, you never had anything as good as this. Then I turn around and leave.
She fires another shot.
Does she hit?
We'll see. Oh fuck, yes she does.
Okay, now it's war. She's a prostitute. No one's gonna miss her.
Oh.
Oh.
27 damage.
Yeah, I'm
Wait,
still-
what the fuck? What
Yeah,
crossbow was that?
That's not a crossbow, that's a
Remember,
handgun.
you're off the team. I want her.
Oh, a handgun. It's like, what the fuck kind of crossbow is that?
Yeah, but when I kill her and I take that gun,
You just kicked in this woman's door.
she said I wasn't good. She said she had better.
You're
Now
still
she's
standing?
defending herself.
What?
You're still standing?
Oh yeah.
All right. After she still sees you still standing, jumps over her countertop and starts running back towards the back window.
Okay, I'm gonna let her escape.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna set her house on fire.
Oh, wouldn't be the first time for this party.
Oh,
My
my.
plan went completely to shit. I had a plan at one point. No, I
Now
don't.
you're
I
setting
don't
a
set.
hooker's house on fire.
Do you set the house on fire?
No, I don't set the house on fire.
Okay.
It's like,
Drop the gun.
You are heading. Are you leaving? What are you doing now?
Did she drop the gun?
Fuck no, she didn't.
Okay, then I look through her house for money.
Oh, God.
I'm taking my money back.
You find 17 gold.
Okay, it's better than nothing. Then I leave.
Unless you give me a perception check.
I can do that.
No, you can't.
that cannot be right. You have to have a better perception than 2. You're wisdom based.
No,
That'd
I,
be strength-based.
no, I have a +4 actually.
You find another 14 gold.
I thought he was secondary wisdom. All right, never mind.
Okay,
So,
I'm at
You found like
least, I'm-
one gold extra
Ah!
than you spent.
Fuck you, Randy. I'm back up to 44 gold.
I can
I can
hire
have 2
another hooker.
prostitutes now.
Hold on. He just broke into a house and left a witness. This is gonna come back to bite him in the ass later.
I'm sure.
Left the witness who knows his face extremely well.
Yep. And exactly where he's staying too.
Yeah, in fact, I did think of that. I'm switching ends.
Bullshit, meta bull. Goddamn. The guards are on high alert for the hooker. No,
For the hooker?
for the hooker's request. My bad. Okay. Again, you guys. We're going back to diplomatic team 2.
I'm working my way back to them at this point.
Well, you have no idea where they are.
This is true.
And we like it that way. Yeah, we're heading for the Mage Academy.
Okay. You find the academy, very large. It almost looks like a small castle with a huge sweeping front steps going up to a front door, to a door, French door. Push those inside. There's looks like to be hundreds of people inside this front room. The entrance to this place.
Is there any sort of receptionist or someone?
Yep, there is one to the left and one to the right of you.
Go to the right.
How may I help you?
Let's see, is it still morning? Good morning.
It's late afternoon.
All right, good afternoon then. I'm Geden Shikai from the Rockland Academy
Yes,
at Stormguard.
But what would you like?
I would like to see Mage Cypher at his earliest convenience.
Cypher does not reside here. He resides in the palace.
Damn you, Randy.
He wouldn't reside in school. Love
I
you,
would.
Dan.
Why
you
did
get-
you
I-
send
hold
us
on.
here?
Hold on.
Can you get a message to Mage Cypher?
I'm sorry, sir, but that is not my now. um,
Alex like holding his hand. In the
You're a receptionist, though.
I am a receptionist for the school, mister. I am not a receptionist for the palace. I'm afraid I cannot get one to Mr. Cypher.
Mage Cypher is not in any way affiliated with the Academy?
He comes in from time to time, but it's very rare. He left the academy quite a long time ago once he became the mage of the First Order. I can help get you in touch with one of his friends, maybe.
Well, Mage Colfor suggested I speak with Cypher himself, so I was tempted to do so. Well, I do have an appointment at the palace sometime later. Perhaps I can see
I'm pretty sure you
then.
can reach him while you're inside the palace. I just can't do anything for you from out here.
Well, if he does happen to come by, can you give him a message for me?
Yes, it's my job. I give messages, and take messages, and hold messages, and return messages.
Thank you. You are probably the most helpful receptionist I've met in the city so far. And I will leave her a note for Mage Cypher.
Sure, you give him the inn that you're at or something like that.
Yeah, telling him, the Cool Four. So I should talk to him what has happened to Cool Four and where I'm standing and my name.
Sure.
All right.
Martin, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right. Back to exciting waiting at the inn, and
Yep.
which I'm apparently alone at now since everyone else.
Well, hold on. I'm about to arrest him. So, on your way out of the area, Stormhammer,
Yep.
Mr. Stormhammer,
I got this.
Mr. B&E, Mr. Attempted Murder.
What? She shot me!
You were in her house, Mr. Probably Attempted Rape.
I wouldn't do that.
Stalker.
Breaking an entry.
You hear a familiar female voice yelling out, "That's him! That's him!" And you're gonna look back to see who the fuck that is. Well, then again, you know who it is. And you hear two. It sounds like at least 4 footsteps running up behind you.
Okay.
Do you do anything, or are you just gonna stand there?
I'm gonna stand there.
Okay. You feel 2 hands on your shoulder. Did you break into this woman's house?
So the door was kicked down. I was wondering what the commotion was. I poked my head through the door and this bitch shot at me.
And then she counter arguments with you kicking down her door, and you're gonna have to roll a bluff check, by the way.
This is gonna be fun.
God, fail.
Oh, what is my bluff? I have a +2 to my bluff. Oh, watch. No!
Oh, they do not believe you for a second. Yeah. Tell that to the judge. And they placed your hands behind your back, disarm you, and throw you in shackles, and start walking you to the towards the back of the district you're in, which is the commoner's district, into the looks like a jailhouse.
I couldn't possibly bribe you guys, could I?
No.
Fuck.
Very subtle.
With that, one of them elbows you in the back of the head.
My head is probably thicker than his hand. Or his elbow.
His elbow. And they take you back down. You guys do anything else, or I'm gonna cut back to the Southern team. Nope, Southern team it is. I will fix this.
Congratulations, you've been arrested and put into the dungeon.
Somehow I will fix this.
The group has no idea where you are and decides to leave you.
Which would actually be a valid thing to do.
Yeah.
You probably went north.
Came with us. Yeah.
Probably just left, headed north.
Southern team. The day passes with you guys cuddling, unless you're doing something else overnight.
I will actually send some sendings out.
Sure.
At some point during the night. I'm going to first send one to Malik. The message will say, met Laura. She is doing well.
She's adorable.
Hopes to see you again
I'm
soon.
Fuck her.
Nice ass. Now, it's
I
not.
dare you to put that in there.
Why the fuck would I put that in there?
I don't know. Paleth would.
So I'll send that out, minus the nice ass part.
Okay.
Um,
Malik, you immediately get this. And you can reply. Don't try and seduce my sister. Love, Malik. Bye.
Love
Why is that
Malik.
supposed Why is that supposed to be an issue with me?
Because you said you're going to fuck all the NPCs before anybody else could.
That is true. They don't know that, though.
You can choose not to reply.
Yeah,
At least say thank you.
he's not gonna reply.
Tell my sister I miss her and her sweet ass.
Oh, dear.
Tell her my cock misses her. They're not blood related.
Oh, my.
No.
Your next.
Come on, you're not even the same species. Yeah.
Okay, I will, then send one out to Gedden.
Okay.
Just saying, we have arrived in Arden City. Hoping to speak with someone tomorrow. How goes Trend?
We've arrived, waiting on bureaucracy to get find its ass, and we will speak to the Queen Saya shortly, hopefully.
Love Gavin.
XOXO.
Kissy face.
And then I will...
Yes, what kind of meat are you eating today?
and then I will...
Can I send a bacon through a sending ritual?
I'll do one more sending ritual. I will send one to Stormhammer, actually.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
Stormhammer, it's Alexis. How goes things in Trend? Do you need anything?
You hear this in your head, Stormhammer. This is actually what happened before he's arrested, by the way. No, if it's nighttime there, it would be nighttime there. You would still be arrested. So you're in jail when you get this message.
I'm just gonna reply by in jail, need help. Broke prostitute door, in jail, need help. Confused yet?
There's not enough sending rituals I can send through the night to figure out this mess.
You gotta send one to Gedden to help him out. I would let him stew for a bit.
Yeah, you know, she doesn't know the whole story, but there's probably a reason why he's on the shit list of a prostitute.
Oh, God.
So yeah, I'll do that, and then probably fucking, well, I'll actually stay in the same room as Hallam.
Okay.
And I'm going to keep massaging his back, rubbing his head, anything like that. I'm going to see if he starts going to sleep.
Hell doesn't sleep, silly. He trances.
I know.
Yeah. He does clunk out eventually.
Actually, I want to try it. I want to see this. I want to do an endurance. I want to see who would start falling asleep first.
You've been up for 2 days. You're taking a heavy penalty to this. On low sleep. Whew. Fuck no. Hallam, endurance check, please. He crushes you.
All right, yeah. So she'll actually probably fall asleep on your shoulder then.
Oh,
It's adorable. Rooster crows, good morning.
Now, what does he actually do though when she does that? Does he just sit there, or?
yeah, he's planning on just sitting there and eventually trancing out.
He didn't move last time he did it.
He's not gonna
But
lay her
he may
down
still
though.
be in.
Mm,
Probably not.
Oh,
He'll
Her poor
probably
posture.
might still be trancing when you wake up. I don't know how long you plan on sleeping.
it depends on if she can sleep, which probably
that's up
only
to you.
happens for a little bit, and then she probably starts having her fits again.
Well, it's up to you on when you want to get over those or not.
I think it's still there. It's just maybe not as severe. I imagine she probably gets a couple hours of sleep, but it's still very restless sleeping.
All right, you're on your third day of that, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys wake up, unless Paleth is... Nope, Paleth's not going to do anything. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Good morning.
Except more depressed and sad.
Well, if I see them down at like breakfast, I'll actually ask them, "What's with the white robes?"
Oh, it's customary for everyone who comes into the city to wear robes. There is a shop not too far away from here, and they will set you up with some, no charge.
I don't look good in white though.
Well, you don't have to go into the city
Sleep
as long as
outside.
as long as you stay here. I believe you're free from having to wear them.
I'll have to explore sometime. Can't just sit in a room.
Well,
So much things to steal.
as I said, you can get robes for free. While we're in their city, we'll play by their rules.
Yes. Fine.
I'm going to check the book then.
All that's inside it is arriving shortly.
Where should I meet you? Let's put you right into it.
You're going to write that into it now?
Yep.
Okay. A few minutes go by, and the book glows, and you look inside of it and says, I'll find you, don't worry.
All right. She actually will be up in her room then.
Okay. You can actually wait in your room and look out over the front road that comes into the city.
Yeah, well, she's going to be in her room kind of getting herself ready. She's actually going to ask if there's any stores around that sell any cosmetics.
Yep, you can find those. He hands you off to his wife, and she's like, "Oh yes, yes, yes. There's a bunch of them. Well, a bunch for a city like this. So there's like two, but
There's like one. There's like a store. They're all expensive.
they're
So,
specialty shops. They are a little bit pricey, but they're well worth it.
She'll get some makeup and use that to try to kind of cover up the bags under her eyes.
Okay, 5 gold.
5 gold. What?
Make them dumb in you assholes. Just wait to Freeport. Once you guys get back to Freeport, you get a fuck ton of money.
I gotta start blowing people to keep my fucking balled up. That's how this game works, right?
Okay. Are you walking out by yourself to go with this, or are you taking anybody with you?
I'll ask if Helen actually wants to go along.
I think you will, actually.
Paleth, are you going to get robes with them? Because you'll be really close by to this place.
Yeah, I'll go grab a free robe.
All right. Yep. You make your way to the makeup shop, which is right next to the tailor.
Convenient.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like picture the city is kind of like a T. The roads. There's basically like two main roads that come off, and the chapel is at the very end of the top of the T. When you guys come back out, you hear a slight commotion in the street as people start separating away, and you see 3 horses coming in, and you recognize easily Alexis, who's on
Subtlety. Good.
them. And he is in full garb.
Oh, he's not wearing a robe.
He is in his full combat gear.
Alexis is going to try to catch his eye.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. He sees you immediately. He kind of shoots you a smile.
He's wearing a mask, isn't he?
Yeah, but you can see it a little bit form.
Okay. She's actually gonna head back towards the inn.
He dismounts his horse along with the sisterhood that traveled behind him, and hands the reins off to just one of the kids that are running through one of the kids in the street. Looks like Timmy, and the kid starts walking it back outside. And Slade follows you into the inn.
I'm going to head up then to my room and wait to see if he follows.
He follows.
All right, and I'm going to close the door behind him, and I'm going to start casting silence.
Okay. You cast it, and you know that Alexis and or not Alexis, Tiana and Amberlin are standing guard outside of the door.
She's going to turn around, walk up to Slade, and give him a hug.
He gives you a tight hug also.
Well,
With
actually,
one
she
arm.
can't. She kind of... Actually, no. Okay.
You can give a one-armed hug.
No. She's trying to hide that right now.
He's gonna notice it pretty quick.
I know.
Damn good perception, by the way.
I know.
Makeup's not gonna help much either.
What do I want her to... Okay, what she's going to do is instead she's going to walk up, give him a smile, and let her tail kind of swipe underneath his chin and say, it's nice to see you, hon.
Good to finally see you again, too. So, what business should we discuss while we're here?
Well, there are a lot of things to discuss. Quite a lot's happened in the past few weeks.
Well, I would assume so.
Well, you've been receiving my updates as they've come in.
Correct. And a weird one that stuck out.
What was that?
Somebody saying the ink disappears when I write on it.
I'm assuming then that during my absence, someone tried to look through the book to find out maybe if there was a clue inside.
You were gone without the book?
The time I was with Cormat.
He kind of sits back in the chair he sat in and just kind of like rests his elbow on the table and rubs his temple and goes, "Explain, please."
I thought you received the notes.
I want a little bit more detail, please.
Cormat's working with the Delhi,
Yes.
and it seems that Marina May is also working with him. While we were with Coalform, we were using portals to get underneath the city to close the portal that we found underneath Tanafir.
Okay.
On the way back, Marina May used some sort of magic to intercept me as I went through the portal so that I wound up with Cormat instead for a couple of days.
And I'm assuming that's where that came from, and he points at your shoulder.
Yes. Just kind of looks a little disappointed with herself.
I'm gonna have to have a little talk with Mr. Cormat.
I don't know where he is anymore. He could be in Trend, though. I assume more likely he's in in Thundercrest.
Well, I would assume he's in Trend. Because he already has a foothold inside of Thundercrest if he's working with Marina. My money would be on Trend.
He wanted the dagger, and then he wanted to find out where you were.
He'll find me all right.
If he's working for the Delhi, you shouldn't be this confident.
I'm not going to engage him in a way I believe I can't win.
I know you won't, but I've seen what the Delhi can do, and it might just be better to let this one go for now.
He he reaches back and pulls off his mask. I'm not letting this one go.
You can't let it wait until at least we get this stuff with the Delhi sorted out.
This is something that needs to be dealt with now.
And we need you against the Delhi.
And I'll
We're up
be there
against
for the
enough.
Del. I will be there for the Delhi.
I'm sorry, by the way.
There's nothing to be sorry about. You couldn't control that.
No, but I'm sorry I broke.
Did you tell him what you told him?
Yeah, I sent him a message
Okay.
saying that I told him that he knows about her that he has close relationship with the queen, and he asked basically all the questions that he asked.
Okay. Nothing you told nothing you told him is of any deep consequence. The queen and her guard can take care of themselves. I can take care of myself.
Why did you give me the dagger?
You're the only person on this earth I trust.
You should have trusted yourself with this more than me.
I'm not the right person for it.
It was dumb luck that Cormac doesn't have this right now.
Well, that dumb luck seems to follow you, not me.
I don't think you can call me particularly lucky anymore, hun,
You're alive, aren't you?
in a manner of speaking.
I'd say the luck is very well with you.
I haven't had a good night's sleep in about 3 days now. I don't really know if I consider myself lucky.
There's nobody I'd rather have. There's nobody in this world that I'd ever have to have that dagger.
Hun, I think it'd be better if you hold on to it. I already know Cormac's still going to be after me. The entire Delhi army knows that I'm the one that has this dagger now. I can't protect it like you can.
That's why you have friends. That's why you have the sisterhood. That's why you have me. But when it comes to that dagger, it belongs with you. That dagger is a part of you, of who you are.
Yes, is he on like a single chair or is he like on the bed or?
He's on a chair, single chair.
Does the chair face the bed or?
It's okay right now. If you want to fully imagine it, what's like the bed is against one wall, long side against the wall, kind of fit into a corner. The desk that he's in or at is across the room. The chair is out from the desk, parallel to the desk itself. So the armrest is at the front of the desk. So he's kind of leaning, or he's got his elbow on the desk instead of the armrest of the chair.
Okay. So if I sit on the bed, is he able to face me then, or is
Yes. If you sit towards the end of the bed, yes.
it? All right, that's where she's going to move then and sit down. She'll say, I sort of just missed when it was going over to the Safe Travels Inn and singing and maybe sharing a light dinner or something with you. These past few months of
Have been
forget it. I'm just... It's been a stressful few weeks.
I can understand, dear. But you gotta look at it this way. You're saving the world. You're doing something that hundreds, thousands, millions of people can't do.
At the cost of myself, but
You're not losing anything. You're gaining everything.
it's why I feel like I really get into sleep when everything goes dark. And I remember the room that I was in. It was dark then too. That sort of pitch blackness. All I can feel is that tube around me and then the water rising. And then it gets to my waist. And that's when I start hearing the screams.
Whose screams?
The kids. They juxtapose cursing my name and still begging me for help. And it just keeps going, and it feels like the water rises faster then.
They're just streams, Alexis. Nothing's going to harm you now.
I don't have your same kind of Iron Man will.
I wasn't born with this. It's something I've developed over time. You do the deeds I've done, you'd look at things differently too. But you're still innocent. Don't let somebody take that away from you. That's why that dagger should be yours.
Could you do me a favor?
Anything.
The first night I was with Cormat, he injected me with something in my back. I don't know what it was, but after he did that, I couldn't cast magic when he was around. I thought it was a permanent thing, but it seems to have gone away. But I don't know if it comes back or not. Can you see if you can see what it is?
Sure thing. He gets up, and are you going to keep sitting on the bed the way you are?
No, she'll actually get up and turn her back to him.
Okay. He's going to is it, I forget how high I put it up on you. Between the shoulder blades. Okay. He's going to tug down on the collar of your shirt a little bit. And he's going to, like, kind of feel around with his thumb until he finds, he's not going to be pushing too hard, but just a little bit. Until he finds a little bump in your back, and there's going to be, it's not going to hurt a lot, or it's not going to hurt to you. It's just, you're going to feel it when he pushes, when he finds it. It looks like he put something in you.
What is it?
I can't say till I get it out.
Well, if you could, please.
Do you have any alcohol?
They might have some downstairs.
He walks to the door, peeks his head out, and tells for Tiana to get him a bottle of whiskey. She comes back a moment later and hands it to him. He pulls out his one of his daggers and wets it in it, and then hands it to you. You might want to take a drink or two.
She'll grimace and take a shot, but she's gonna hate every moment of it.
And then he's going to splash it on your back a little bit, and he's going to slowly start stabbing you or cutting into your back. After a few moments of not excruciating pain, but it's going to fucking hurt. You feel the tip of the dagger kind of go inside of your back and kind of fiddle around and pop. You feel it pop out of your back. As he presses a damp cloth onto your back that also has whiskey on it, which stings like a motherfucker. He brings his hand around you and shows it to you. It looks like it's like a little rectangular metal object to you.
Can't say I've seen anything like that before.
Can't say I have either. Do you have somebody for stitch work?
Dr. Redfield from Freeport has been traveling with us. He was one of the few survivors of the Skyrunner's crash.
He walks to your bed, pulls out a knife, or keeps the dagger out, and cuts along the sheet, and pulls out a giant ribbon, and wraps that ribbon around you to hold the rag in place on your back.
By the end of all this, I don't think I'm going to be anything more than bandages.
Well, after it's all stitched up, I think you'll be perfectly fine.
Thanks, hon.
If you want me to do some research into this, I believe I can find you an answer for it. But I have to get back to Freeport for that.
We have more pressing things to worry about anyway.
Are you going to let him hold on to it, or are you going to take it?
I think it'll be better in your hands, but...
Remember, you did take training in engineering, so...
Is he talking about the dagger or
the chip in your back that he showed you?
I'll hold on to it. I mean, I have spare time anyway.
Okay.
I meant the dagger.
No, he ain't taking your fucking dagger. He ain't getting rid of it that way. Because I can't take it from Slade. Fuck you.
I'm gonna ask a favor. Do you have any contacts in Trend?
Oh, I have contacts everywhere, dear. You know that.
Is there any way you could get a message to some people in Trend quickly?
Which people would you like?
I need someone to help my compatriots in Trend to get in contact with Saya.
Oh, yes, I can believe I can do that.
If you could do that, and I'm a bit ashamed to say this, but another compatriot I met has found himself incarcerated for...
Which one's this?
He's a new one we've met, Stormhammer. He's a dwarf of interesting, eccentric personality, but he seems to be a good person. He was the reason I was inquiring about that symbol before.
I still have people looking into that. I should have something by tomorrow evening. At least something more concrete.
Well, if you could do that, that would be greatly helpful. Now, when are the Velrai to arrive here?
I would believe within the next 3 days.
3 days. I'll see what I can do about finding any portals before then. At least save us some time. But we have to speak with the highest person we can speak with, and I have arranged a meeting with someone of a higher order. If you'd like to join me for that.
Oh, I will. Don't worry. I think it'd be rather interesting to see about this city. I've never been here before.
It's a beautiful city, even if it is a bit...
Eccentric?
Well, I was going to say comfortable in its ways.
Oh, an entire city devoted to a god.
That reminds me, hun, you're going to have to get a robe.
I'd like to see them try to get me in a robe.
I think you'd look dashing in it.
Oh, stop it. No. No. I don't
You
think they
never,
have one that fits these shoulders.
you never let me dress you.
Well, then I'd be in hot pants and leggings and high heels and a tube top.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
On me, yes it is.
I think you could pull it off.
No. See, there's a spirit that I like. Not everything's bad. If it makes you happy, I might do it.
The tube top or the robe?
The robe. That's exactly what I meant, the robe.
Ah. And by the way, I don't believe you met Paleth or Hallam earlier.
No. No. Unless you want me to meet them.
Oh, you said you were the one who wanted to meet the people I was traveling with last time we were in Freeport.
Yes, but I know how you like to keep your shit private. And I'm not going to step on that.
Well,
But then again, there's no hiding my existence at the moment. Then again, it's kind of hard to prove my existence unless I outright say it.
you can introduce yourself however you see fit.
I'll just start introducing myself as Deathstroke and scare the shit out of everybody.
If you feel that's the best plan.
I might not have to wear robes this way. Could
I think
be
you should
worth it.
just wear the robes and maybe go with a pseudonym.
Fine, 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 fine.
Yeah, I'm going to try to head out then and see where Paleth and Hallam are.
Sure, they are downstairs.
Mhm.
I will lead him down then, and
His mask is back on, by the way.
head down towards the nearest table and say, this is Hallam, and I'm going to point to Hallam, and Paleth.
Did you tell him that it was Paleth, or you said somebody got into your book?
She doesn't know who got into the book. She would have a reasonable suspicion that it would be Paleth, but she doesn't know for sure.
Okay, I'm just double checking because if you did say it was Paleth, he'd have something to say. But
Oh, Paleth will like introduce like, hello, Slade.
and he's gonna look to Alexis and whisper to her, "Say she's a smart one. This is why we saved her."
I don't know if she's smart so much as she is nosy.
Yeah, but nosy's a good quality every once in a while.
I thought you hated big noses.
I do, but that's not exactly being nosy.
You know,
I think
whispering in front of us is kind of rude.
I have 18 perception. I can hear this.
He doesn't know that.
Touche.
Look, he gives a shit. He'd kill you anyway.
it's in the name, hun.
So, these are your friends.
Well, friend might be a strong word. She says that with a very clear sarcasm.
About both of them?
Well, she says, yeah. Well, she's saying it like, I wouldn't call them friends, but no, she's quite literally being very candid when she thinks, how she thinks them as friends.
Okay. He kind of leans toward on the table a little bit. So tell me a little about yourselves. Fast forward. Unless you guys are going to do something out of the norm, I'm going to go to the northern team.
Not really, no.
No? Nothing out of the norm?
Not planning on anything.
Okay, you're just going to go through the rigmarole, just the normal shit about yourselves?
I'm a thief that you decided to free. Okay.
Yeah. Shit, I already know. Can you tell me something else about yourself? I stole all of this shit. I figured that.
Oh, it was also the fact that I mentioned that she knows that he freed her, essentially. So.
He's not really going to respond to that.
Yeah.
Northern team, what time of the day is it? Is it next day? We fast forwarding to next day for you guys? Northern team has fallen asleep.
I'm
I'm
trying to
in jail.
remember
I
where
can't
we
do
left
much.
off.
Yeah, we do anything with the dwarf in jail?
Well, you don't know he's in jail. You guys are going home.
Yeah. Well, I know, but obviously the dwarf knows he's in jail.
Yep, the dwarf. Dwarf, you are in custody. You're in jail. You have been given a meal, and they have left you.
It was not bacon.
Nope.
Is there anyone else around?
There is nobody else in the jail.
Am I shackled or...
You are not. You are not wearing your armor. You are not having. You do not have your weapon.
And there is no one inside?
Nope.
How sturdy are these bars?
Very sturdy. Very sturdy.
So I can't, like, force them open.
No. This place takes care of the jail.
So basically you've locked me away, making damn sure I can't do anything stupid until I actually get released.
Yep.
Okay. I'll just concede to my fate.
If it's you, I always win. Don't worry. No, good job by the way. That was really funny.
I had a plan.
I liked winging it. Night goes by.
I didn't expect her to pull out a fucking Spaz 12 shotgun at me.
She didn't. It was a revolver.
Your plans need more talking to fish.
Okay. Are you guys doing anything else, or are you guys going straight to bed?
I'm gonna sing loudly the entire time, being as annoying as possible.
Okay, nobody can hear you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to bed and stay out of trouble tonight.
You know, Malik would have been in there with you if they would have pressed charges on him. But
Right, someone in the chat said I could pull off bending the bars.
there is no chance. Roll me a strength check.
Okay. No,
You pull a hammy somehow.
I blame the bullet wound in my shoulder.
You have yet received medical care for. It was a through and through, by the way.
You will power walk up to the Vince McMahon power walk up to the bars and end up tearing both your quads.
Something like
You've
that.
got no chance.
Okay, so night passes, morning. You guys go downstairs for your morning breakfast as always. Correct? Yes.
Well, I think I got another one this in now, so I'll go back down for my
Okay, you go down. Okay,
my breakfast.
you go down, and the bartender, he's like, "Oh, by the way, this came for you overnight," and it's a note saying, "This should get you into the palace."
Awesome. I look around for Stormhammer. Have you happen to seen my companion, the short lad one, sings a lot, eats all the bacon.
The dwarf, I heard of a ruckus since I heard of a dwarf being arrested yesterday, but
Oh, that couldn't be him. I'm sure it's nothing to do with him.
you might want to check on that, by the way.
All right. Purely speculatively, if it were him, where would I go to check?
It seems like it came from the commoner jail. It's about a 5-10 minute walk to the east.
Yeah, screw it then.
I hope you got a lot of money.
Yeah, I go get Malik first.
Yeah, okay. You find Malik easily. He's there eating shitty bacon and syrup.
Hey Malik, looks like the dwarf got himself in some trouble. May have to go bail him out of the jail.
Alright, let's go.
Don't rush yourself. Finish your bacon if you want.
We're in no hurry.
Wait,
not
is
going
it-
anywhere.
You guys have sausage instead. This bacon's kinda nah.
No, we only have bacon, eggs, and pancakes.
No waffles? Yeah, this place is terrible. Why are you staying here?
Pancakes are kind of dry.
I
so-
kinda got kicked out of the last place.
We're doing an overall fantastic job in this place.
I hate this.
Diplomatic Team 1, go.
Team
Hey, I
Manly
think-
Men.
No, we're Team Manly Men, not Team Diplomacy.
We solve things with
Your
fists.
team kicked down hooker door. That's what you are.
That's only one of us so far.
So
So-
far.
As you guys leave and start walking up towards where the jail is. As you pass, you actually see like as you're just like walking by, you see a house with a plywood door up. That seems oddly out of place.
I hope she freezes to death.
Shit. You guys give me
You
like
attacked her for
give me a
no
second, all right? I'll be right back.
What smells like gunpowder?
This doesn't smell like bacon. Let's move on.
I promise I will not do this again.
Tell it to the judge.
I haven't seen the judge. I'm incarcerated based on purely conjecture. The word of one hooker.
And the bullet wound in your arm, I suppose?
Yeah, I was shot and I'm in jail.
Sounds fair.
Tell that you were lying.
This system is corrupt. I demand an appeal.
Need to see the judge first before you can get an appeal.
Want to appeal? Here's a banana.
Ha, ha, ha.
Yes.
I will find a way to vindicate myself.
Jeez. Well, we shall see.
Hopefully I'll meet her on the road and cave her head in.
So much violence towards the poor hooker.
hooker.
So the problem was I didn't use enough violence the first time.
Yeah, that was the problem.
You didn't go after her and kill her.
Yeah, exactly. If I had gone after her and killed her, I would have gone scot-free.
Except for the very loud scream and everyone waking up in the neighborhood seeing
You,
this.
She can't scream with a hammer impaling her face.
God, what did I come back to?
You impaled her with a hammer?
Yes.
I thought you were naming the penetrator for a different reason.
You guys make it to the jail.
You really are looking at that hammer wrong, aren't you?
You guys make it to the jail.
Is there a receptionist?
There is a guy behind a counter that's like, he's there, looks very grumpy. What can I do for you?
Can you get a message to the palace? No.
I don't give messages to any of the people, inmates. It's not my
Looking
job.
for a dwarf. Please tell me he wasn't arrested last night.
1 second. Looks through paperwork.
Name
Dwarf,
Stormhammer?
Stormhammer. Yes, we do have him. Cell 16B.
Crap. All right. Can I see him?
Sure. 1 moment. He walks around, gets a keychain, walks over, opens the main gate, and walks you back to the cell.
Oh, good morning, Stormhammer. How are you this fine day?
I've been framed! Okay, not really, but you get me out.
What are you in for?
Well, it's
Allegedly.
sort of complicated. Let's just say there was a misunderstanding, and
She misunderstood you kicking down her door. Just one-
things got a bit out of
Malik
hand.
just kind of nudges the guard if he can read what's on the paper as far as why he was brought in.
breaking and entering and attempted assault on a citizen.
I didn't attempt to assault her.
What's the punishment for that?
25 days in jail.
All right, Stormhammer. We'll see you in a month.
But there's no bacon here. If you don't have bacon, you have to get me out.
Unless you can get...
see-
Unless
see if
the...
we
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I'll see if we can get you a care package in here.
Okay.
But he can get out if he pays for the damages.
What's the damages?
How much were the damages?
125 gold to the door.
Yee.
See you in a month, Stormhammer.
I have about 47 gold.
That's already gone. They already
What?
took that. They already took that for partial payment.
Well, if they have partial payment, then they fucking outright stole it.
They're the cops. They call it confiscating.
So the difference is how much?
What, 95?
125 minus 44.
Oh, 125.
81.
If you want them out now, you pay 81 gold.
I don't know. Do I want him out?
Maybe you should
Almost
ask
beat
Captain
that.
Broder if he has some money.
I can pay it. I just don't know if I want him out. All right, we can probably get that together, but it'll probably be tomorrow. So you're gonna have to spend tonight in jail.
I'm gonna be singing the entire night.
Maybe we'll need to keep him a couple nights in jail.
The guard says, "Sweet, I love those drinking songs."
Oh, cool! Why don't you come in here and we can sing a couple?
I'd rather not.
That's what I thought. We can stay outside and we can sing. At least pass the time.
No, I can't do that.
We play some
That's not in my
cards.
job description.
Yeah, but you get some cards, we play some poker, sing a couple of songs.
Well, I could bring cards over here, but I can't let you out.
Okay, well, sure. How do we do that?
You sit on the floor and play cards through the bars.
Yeah, we could do that. I can imagine it must get really boring for you here.
Oh, it is. Not until the lively ones get here.
Yeah. What's your name, by the way? Seeing as, I'm stuck here.
Ray.
Cool.
I had to look to my list of random names I just started writing down.
You know what, Ray, I don't have any money, so I could play you, for wood chips. Just friendly poker is all.
Is that what you're trying to do to the prostitute? Friendly poker?
No, I was actually trying to get... I was trying to get her to do something for me, but... Yeah.
Put bacon in a vagina? I tried that once, it doesn't work.
I did ask, but that wasn't the case. No, I was just wanting her to do something for me, and that didn't work. And then she had the gall to tell me that she's had better than me in bed. And that shit just don't fly.
That's when he broke down the door?
Yeah.
I got a confession! And he runs away.
Well, I never said I didn't break the door.
Yeah, you did.
No.
You said it was already broken.
You said the door was broken.
I said
when
it
you
was
got
already
there.
broken. They saw right through it.
Yes,
Yeah.
but you never admitted to the crime.
So it's not going to change anything if I admit to the crime anyways.
Maybe, maybe not. We'll see.
Still going to play
Maybe.
poker?
There is no reply.
Oh boy.
He doesn't have proof I actually said anything. It was only him.
Wait,
And-
did he run off, leaving the other two in front of the cell?
Yes, he did.
Cool. He didn't accidentally leave the keys in the door, did he?
No. Unless somebody's got a thievery check.
Nope.
Nope.
Fuck.
The two charismatic and the two dexterity-based characters are...
Okay, I'm gonna try bending these fucking bars again.
Well, actually, Malik's not bad on Dex, but he wears heavy armor and stuff, so it kind of...
If you want to try it.
I also got
Wait.
Gloves.
By the way,
But
If
he's
you
not
break-
really trained in thievery, so
Is
it's
my
still
backpack
kind of
around?
waste.
No, your backpack is not
Where
around.
is my backpack?
They didn't see it coming in.
Damn it.
Spent an hour on trying to get you out of jail.
Mal's not gonna
All
try
right,
to
just
get
take it
himself
easy,
thrown in
Stormhammer.
jail.
We have an appointment at the palace right now, but we'll be back after that, and we'll get you bailed out. Try not to commit any more crimes while you're here.
Grrrr.
You gotta try move the bars again.
I failed!
Nope. You got the crit to even slightly bend one of them.
Yeah, that's a good plan. To get some exercise.
You streamed your other hammy now?
No, I braced for it this time.
Okay. One of your
He's
testicles
stressed ahead
exploded.
of time.
I'm gonna keep trying this every time I get the chance.
All right, I'll let you know when you can do it again. All right, you guys leaving the jail?
Yeah.
You see, as you guys leave, you see that the guard feverishly writing down a report. And he looks at you. He's like, I learned that in cop school. Become their friend and tell you everything.
That was brilliant. I've never seen such flawless technique.
I'm gonna get promotion for this.
He doesn't have proof. I haven't written I haven't written anything.
There are recording devices in this world. Ask Malik.
In the commoner's jail?
Yeah, the Vil Rai have them. I don't think anyone else does.
We don't know that.
Uh,
Okay. You guys leave and heading towards the palace.
Yep.
The guard stops you again.
Yes, was there something else?
And you
The guard at the palace. I showed my
palace?
Yeah, I showed him the letter.
Looks like somebody got clearance.
You
may
got
enter.
weird all of a sudden.
You are allowed.
Yes, I did.
You are allowed to be inside. You're gonna have to leave your weapons at the front, just inside the front of the door. The main door,
That's fine.
including your shield, sir.
Shields aren't weapons.
Yes, they are. When you see somebody get their skull crushed in by one, they're obviously weapons.
Very well.
Well, I pity you. Thinking a shield is a weapon. It is meant to protect, good sir.
You can throw a shield and make it a weapon.
That's just
I've
silly.
never seen such a thing done. I'll leave my sword and my shield there.
Okay. And about 10 minutes in, it goes dark and you have no sources of light now. I'm kidding.
I still have my light cantrip. Come on now.
I still have my torch.
You're taking your torch into the palace.
He carries it everywhere.
Okay, fine. You
It fits in his backpack. It's not like he can't carry it.
you guys get chauffeured around to a back room, and once the door's open, you see Saya sitting at a table by herself. Geddon and Malik.
Queen Saya, lovely to see you again.
Felt like it's been ages already.
It's probably been the experiences that make it seem longer.
It does seem like a lot has happened in the interim.
That or the diplomacy takes forever.
Oh, I'm sure.
Especially here.
It took us a day just to get here to see you.
Did you have problems getting messages too?
Well, no, that just don't need to give messages. I talk to my servants, or not my servants, my advisors when I need to. What, you having a problem with messages?
Yeah, they didn't want us. They didn't want to let us send a message to you. We had to actually get clearance to come and talk to you.
Who wouldn't let you do that?
And the gate guards.
Oh, well, that's because that's their job to be guards, not messengers. Fuck you, Dan, fuck you.
Apparently.
So
So
what
I've,
is it you
so
like
I've
to
discovered they're not big on personal initiative here. In any case, the Dalhai have attacked Tanafir.
I feared as much.
Yes. Coal form.
It also doesn't
A
exist
mighty
anymore.
mage sacrificed himself to destroy Delhi, but the city itself was also destroyed.
I've heard so much about him from Mr. Red Wolf. I'm sure his loss was a great sacrifice for us all.
Who is this Red Wolf you speak of?
Oh, that would be Mr. Cipher.
Ah, Mage Cipher. Yes,
Yes.
I've heard of him from Mage Cool form. I was hoping to speak with him later on matters of magic.
I can possibly set something up if you would like.
Oh, I would appreciate that.
I have meetings with him. I've had meetings with him both or twice every day for the past 2 days now.
No, you must know him very well by now.
Not really. He's a very secretive man. Man, boy, child thing. He's young.
Ah, it's rare for a wizard, especially a powerful one.
Well, from what I've heard, he was taught by Toulouse himself, and apparently Toulouse is some big name around here.
Well,
This continent.
most powerful mage on the continent. Kind of has been missing for some time now.
So, what exactly would you like to discuss? We only have a minimum amount of time.
So we did find one of the portals to Rai in Tanafir, and we managed to close it. It turned out that the dagger that Alexis Whisper had was the key. That is one of two ancient daggers that were used to open and close these portals.
Ah, yes, the ill omens.
Yes, she apparently
I
had
thought
the
those-
light one.
I always thought those things were lost. I'm surprised I didn't recognize it when I saw it.
So you wouldn't know where the other one is.
A shadow? No. As I said, last I knew they were lost.
Perhaps Miss Whisperer can shed some light on it. But she was reluctant to talk about it.
Also, there may be some people in this city that are helping the Delhi.
That wouldn't be strange. The Delhi sometimes likes to keep informants alive. To use them in field as such.
Mm.
They seem to.
More than that, we have reasons to suspect that Thundercrest is working with the Delhi, or at least their greatest mage, Marina May.
That will be something I will have to figure out while I'm there.
I would tread carefully there. He is very powerful.
We'll bring an extra ship or two.
He also seems to be able to intercept teleportation magic, so steer clear of any of that
Oh,
as much as you can.
We are the Valrai. We aren't into the magic, as it were. We tend to take our technology with us, not the magic itself.
Well, you may want to take some mages with you to protect yourself from his magics.
1 second. Malik, or not Malik, Tyler, which week are you going to be gone?
Next week
Okay, I
and
have
2 weeks after that.
2 weeks after that, so 3 weeks in a row.
No. Next week and 2 weeks after that week. So 2 out of 3 weeks.
Okay, this, do you want to advance your storyline with her more?
I was trying to.
Do you want to go with the actual story that we're going with as far as what we discussed?
He was getting ready to.
Okay, the only reason I'm asking is because I can pull you out of next session with
Mhm.
with part of the storyline. Basically, I'm taking you back to the Citadel.
Okay.
Is that something you're okay with?
Mm-hmm.
So explain your absence for that week, and I might still explain it for the week following too because of that. So you might actually have 3 weeks off. But it's up to how we play it. I'll talk to you about it if you decide to go this way.
Okay.
So, sorry guys, it's something I had to know before the session ended. But go ahead, continue, sorry.
Right, so be careful in Thundercrest.
Everywhere.
We are the
And anything around teleportation magic, it doesn't. We be able to interfere with a teleportation intent here, so yeah.
We should be fine.
How do you fight the Delhi? So these things, they're so much stronger than us.
Oh, this is where it's going to get into Geddon's territory. You ready?
Yep.
Well, we created them. We kind of know how to destroy them.
Wait, you did what?
She did not tell you?
Who?
Alexis. We had this conversation with... who was part of this conversation?
I was.
Alexis, Malik, and... Was that it? Hallam? I think it was Hallam. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe I was.
It was during the tour, I believe.
Yes,
Should be
then yes, I
yes.
did.
Yeah.
I was there. Although I wasn't really paying much attention. I believe I was staring at the last stuff then.
Yep. It was a discussion I had during the tour with Malik, Alexis, and Hallam.
Malik desperately tries to whisper. Or whistle.
They all seem to have neglected to mention it to me.
I cannot foresee why, but...
We didn't think it would go well.
Yes, I may have been upset that my city was destroyed by your creations.
Well, they stopped being our creation a long time ago.
But originally, you built them.
Yes. Yes. Their
What
base,
were they built for?
base models were servitude. They do things for us, farm, hunt, just basics. Help us engineer, do math equations, store information.
So they are capable of higher thought.
Yes. But we always had people in control, which is something that still needs to be done. I'm seeing, or from what we saw. If they were to
So someone or something else is controlling them now?
something keeps them in line. If you were to cut off the head of this snake, they would run rampant, uncontrolled.
Which doesn't sound good either.
That is worse than what we're seeing now. They would have no reasoning behind anything that they do.
Well, what they're doing now is not it's not precisely good either. So does this person who controls them now,
Tevish.
Tevish?
Yes.
Huh. I saw a figure in Tenefir that appeared...
Large human-like figure,
Yes.
covered in steel.
Yes, prestidigitation, I'll do an illusion of him as well.
That is Tevish. I'm surprised you saw him. Anybody who have gazed upon him has died.
It was from a great distance, and he was likely distracted by the city exploding afterwards.
Well, count yourself lucky.
All right, Malik. I'll have to have words about fully informing me of all information relevant to Del High.
Somebody's getting reprimanded.
Not a real soldier. Don't care.
Malik's getting a spanking. Bad Malik.
Should I have
You're
done a
enjoying
bet?
that. You're enjoying that idea way too much.
Yeah, technically they are like the Quarians.
This is.
I am capable of rational thought. I did not simply attack at random. In any case.
Or kind of like the Undead and the Lich King in World of Warcraft.
Mm-hmm. Well. Alright. It's Tevish's orders to destroy my city. Del High were merely the tool that did so.
Correct.
I have a more specific target now. That is somewhat helpful.
But how do we fight these things better?
Learn our technology, understand how we attack, how we do things.
How do I do that? That
would take months to years of training.
I need it now. I have to protect people. I have important people that need my help. And I cannot do that as I am.
There is another way, but it has never been done on the likes of you. No offense by my terminology. I just mean it's never been done on a species other than ours.
Then I will do whatever it takes.
That would require leaving everything you have now behind.
If I can protect that which is important to me, it'll have been worth it.
I will set you up with somebody to go with you and have Cypher teleport you back to the Citadel. And from there, we'll begin.
All right, very well, Malik. If you wish to train, that would be helpful. That could be very helpful to us.
It's more than training, dear. Much more than training.
Will he be safe?
Yes. He'll be in the safest place of the world right now.
Well, it will not injure him
No.
permanently.
But the Malik you see now will not be the Malik that will return.
Well, we all must make sacrifices. This is something he's willing to do. It's his decision.
If he wishes to do so, we will do it. I'll have our top engineers working around the clock to figure out how we can do this. And see if it's even safe.
You're engineers. You're going to rebuild him?
Something like that.
We have the technology.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we don't want to spend a lot of money.
We just put a colander on his head and called him New. And we said it shoots lasers. Every time he says pew pew, and they're invisible lasers. So Malik's running around the entire city just going pew 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 pew. And people are humoring him by falling down, acting like they're dead.
I am the greatest warrior ever.
I am awesome. The 600 or 6,000 copper man. Good one, CJ. Be here tomorrow. Or if you would like to start now, I'm pretty sure. Hell, hold on one moment. And she gets up and and talks to one of the Belrai guards that were watching the door behind her. And he walks off. Why delay? Let's see if we can get a meeting with Cypher now.
Very good. No time like the present.
He returns and waves you guys into the hall. You guys travel down the hall and into a circular room, rather large, and you see a man sitting at the table with looks like blue robes with I think it was blue robes with white accents onto it. That is the one picture I did not put in here. Figures. Yes. Blue robes with white accents on it. He has a slight tattoo on his face as he looks up towards you. Miss Saya, are these the people you would have wanted me to speak with? And she replies and introduces you guys to Mr. Cypher Red Wolf.
Pleased to meet you, Geden Shikai of the Rockland Academy.
The Rockland Academy. Good academy. Sad to see what happened to it. I knew a lot of people there.
Yes. So did I, obviously.
Who's the
I've heard there may be some survivors up at the Iron Forge, but
Yes, I'm getting the same reports back too. There seems to be at least a few hundred of them.
hopefully some of my family made it out, but I don't have much hope of that.
Names, please?
The Shikai family. Let's see.
I'm looking them up right now. Shannon, Redar.
Yeah.
Parents you never gave names to.
Didn't
Nope. I don't have names. I just have parents - mages.
I?
And
I'm
Shantra.
sure I had some. Let me see. Let me get it here. Get in backstory. Gedden, son of Danrik and Charisse.
Okay. I don't know why they're not written there. Let me write this.
Yeah. Younger sister Shannon, younger brother Radar, and his girlfriend Chantra Crimsel.
What were their parents' names? I'll ask them after their they didn't make it. I'm seeing a Shannon and a Radar here.
Oh, my sister and my brother. That's better than I expected.
But I am not seeing any other names that you have listed.
Well, honestly, it's more than I had hoped for. Giving them all up for dead.
Yes, as you said, better than nothing. Now what can I do for you?
I come from Tanafir. I was there for the last moments of Mage Bolt Form.
Yes, I felt him go.
This,
And many of the Delhi with him.
yes, that was by far the most Delhi I've yet seen destroyed. He was much more powerful than I first thought. In fact, far more powerful than I thought any mage was.
Well, there's something that separates us from normal. We become attuned to what we call amplifiers. Things that increase our magic 100-fold.
Yes, well, perhaps that is what I seek then. I've lost my own city, and another city I wish to protect as well. I am not strong enough. I need to become stronger. Mage Bolt Form suggested I speak to you, and
that is something that's going to take time. I cannot just make you stronger. A amplifier will barely work on you. It's something you need to become a part of. Something that needs to become a part of you.
well, we have less time by the day, it seems. The Delhi are delayed, at least now, but they will not stop.
Then we must start working now.
I agree.
Stay in the palace. I will be working with you for 20 hours a day, 4 hours of sleep to eat and eat. Outside of that is unacceptable.
It is truly rigorous, but I will do my best. Circumstances demands that most of me.
He kind of walks over, he's kind of got like a little flary kind of a walk to him. He kind of walks with his ego and walks up to a bookshelf, picks a book up off of it, and kind of hurls it at you. You know, spinning it on its spine.
I'll try to catch it.
It slams into your chest and you catch it. Start reading that. It should help you out. What do you attune yourself to? What's your fancy?
I'm a storm soul. The thunder and lightning is in my blood.
He looks up to the right for a second and goes, pages 233 through page 641.
I'll turn to those pages.
And-
The first pages. Yeah.
And it's basically introductory to the art of storm.
And this is something I haven't read before.
No.
I assume.
No, this
Yes.
is if you keep flipping through, this is something that you're barely able to comprehend what it's telling you. Memorize
This will require some study.
it. Memorize it and be able to recite it back to me.
Very well.
You have till tomorrow.
One minor thing that the third member of our party here in the city seems to have been arrested by the guard on, I'm sure it's some sort of misunderstanding.
Well, the city guard is not up for misunderstandings. Ever since the new regime has taken over, the crime has been down, and the city has been safe. He must have done something.
Some sort of misunderstanding with a lady of the
Prostitute?
evening. Yes.
He smiles. If it wasn't,
They're
if he didn't-
only asking for damages.
If he didn't
I was
kill
going
her-
to pay the bail.
If
Yes.
he didn't kill her, I'll get him out. Don't worry.
It was only 100 gold worth of damages. I was going to pay it, but I thought I would ask if there was anything you could do.
I'm Cypher Red Wolf. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Yes. Don't worry. I'll get him out.
My thanks.
If he does something stupid again, he's on his own.
I couldn't agree more.
And I believe this one wants to go to the Citadel. And he kind of slowly turns to Malik.
He nods.
Do you think you're ready for what they're going to do?
It doesn't matter.
Can you handle it?
I have to.
He kind of slowly walks around you. All right, then. Say, do you have somebody you'd like to go with him? And she replies back with a name. Fuck, who cares? That can be somebody who matters yet. And within a few seconds of her saying his name, he appears in the room right next to Malik, with a little bit of a confused look on his face. And she explains to him what's going on. And he nods, and Cypher steps back and goes, are you ready to go now?
One moment. He looks over to Gedden and asks him, I need you to make sure that whatever happens to me, my family knows that I did what I could to protect them.
I will see that they know. But you should tell them yourself when you return.
He just nods and holds out his hand to give him a handshake, and heads and gets ready to head back.
Cypher kind of laughs. That was adorable. Ready?
Where am I? Can I get my stuff, by the way?
Nope. Boop. You're gone. No, that's literally what happened. He says, nope, and you're gone.
Okay.
That fucking asshole!
Everybody in the city is an asshole. I hate the city.
Well, you're out of it now. You appear in a dark room, in a relatively dark. It's still lit. Little light red glow to it, and you hear the call from the Valrai that was with you. This way. Come on, let's go. We don't have time.
Just follows along and starts trying to keep up.
Oh, you do. He's not running or anything like that. He's got a brisk jog going about him. Yes, he has a swag about him. That's where we end with you, Tyler. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Have a great week off. Southern team. Oh, wait. I'm gonna say to. He's gonna say to get in. There's a room 3 doors down to the left. That's where you'll be staying.
Very good. I'll have my things moved from the end to here.
And he gives you a piece of paper with a seal on it. Hand this to the guards when you start coming through and out. When it comes to the where you're permitted to this hall and this hall only inside of the palace. From this room, you'll find your dining quarters, your living quarters, and everything you'd possibly want from here.
Very good. I shall begin my studies.
And he heads you off. Southern team, wake up, guys.
I'm here.
Hey,
Where'd we leave? Okay, we left off with you guys telling the stories. Interesting guys, sweet. Slade looks thoroughly bored by your stories.
Well, of course he does. He only cares about Alexis. I'll humor her. I'll meet her friends.
Slade looks over to Alexis. So where to from here? Did we lose Chris?
Don't know.
I bet we lost Chris.
It might be.
Yep, think we lost Chris.
Well, Waylon. I haven't heard him yet.
I'm here. I said hey.
There
Yeah,
he is.
I didn't hear Waylon either.
Oh, sorry. I
It's
might have had myself still muted for that.
Yeah, I think we lost Chris. Okay. Well, fuck. I can't really go anything else unless you guys wanted to do something while you're here. Yeah, Alexis fell asleep on the table.
Well, at some point, Paleth was actually going to alter the robe, so... Well, is it a robe as long since his long sleeves and, like, very long...
Yep, with the hood.
Yeah, she's going to cut the sleeves shorter to be, like, above her elbows.
This is going to be entertaining. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm altering the robe. I'm still wearing it. I cut the sleeves so it's shorter, so it's above the elbows. I'm also cutting the leg part off to like above the knee, putting a slit on the right side.
That's where the problem is. Okay.
Screw it. Well, I have that thing I strapped to my right leg, so I need access to it.
You're not going to be fighting anybody in Arden City.
I don't care.
Harold is too traumatized and shocked to mention anything about this.
That he's
So he
destroying
probably should.
that he's destroying Arden's work.
Yeah.
It's a piece of clothing.
That symbolizes symbolizes Ardent.
Arden himself made that.
I helped
Yeah.
himself made it. I think the guy down the street did.
I'm pretty sure it was Arden.
Okay, fuck you guys. Yeah, I don't think there's anything you guys want to do.
I'd just be exploring the city
Okay.
with my new robe too.
You get pulled aside and tell you can't do that. You need to go back and get another set of robes.
But I'm wearing the robe.
Not as intended, ma'am.
Can't look sexy in this city. God damn it.
No, that's what the rooms are for.
Fine, I'll go get a robe.
Yay, that was utterly pointless.
Yeah, it was utterly pointless. Oh, I was also going to cut it so her cleavage showed, but that doesn't matter
I
now.
knew you were going to do that too. I figured you did anyway. Stormhammer.
Yeah, I'll still keep the robe anyways.
Yes.
The guard comes by. He looks relatively pissed off and unlocks the door and hands you your stuff.
I'm gonna give him the biggest shit-eating grin I possibly can and strut my way out.
He says, you're forgetting something, and he hands you a piece of paper that is basically clearance to get into the city, or into the palace, and where Geddon is.
They're letting me into the palace.
Yep.
Okay. I'm not about to be executed, am I?
He smiles.
Right.
He gives you the biggest shit-eating grin he could possibly muster.
Well, either way, at least I'm not the one stuck down here doing fuck all.
Because I have a job.
Yeah, I'm out adventuring, having fun,
Get
hanging
out.
about with really pretty women.
Get out before I arrest you again.
Bye, Ray.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I'm not gonna push my luck. I head to the palace. Meet Geddon.
He wouldn't help you another time.
Yeah.
Now go apologize to the nice lady.
I'm not gonna apologize to the nice lady. She shot me.
You kicked in her door. Okay.
She got a replacement.
You make
And
it. You make it to the palace. The guard stops you. You show him the note. You get inside. And a guard tells you at the door to leave your weapons.
I leave my Craighammer there.
All of your weapons.
That's the only weapon I have.
Do you have a crowbar on you?
Right. I give him the backpack.
Anything that can be used as a weapon.
Other than the hammer and what's in the backpack, no.
Okay. By the way, Tyler, if you had any of that shit on you, that would be left at the door too. Sorry. You would have brought your stick with you. Or the stick would have been fine. Your torch.
Mm-hmm. Basically any non-weapon in my backpack.
Yep. Anything that couldn't have been used as a weapon. So that's something to note for later.
Yep.
Now that I'm staying at the palace, they let me bring my weapons in, or I have to keep leaving everything at the door every time I come to the palace.
When it comes to being inside the palace, the stuff has to be left.
All right.
Unless you go to Cypher and talk your way into that, you're just.
I don't really need it.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
why I didn't think it's a big deal. So.
Yeah.
I'm not attacking the palace. Don't worry.
Alright, Gideon.
Geddon. God
Geddon.
damn.
Sorry.
He shows you to the door to Geddon and gives it to your.
That's going to be a running gag now. And it's not even going to be intentional.
Yeah.
It's the dialect. It's the accent.
He shows you to Geddon's door, and there he is reading a book.
Hello.
Oh, Stormhammer, they let you out. Very good.
So I told you I'd fix this. All me.
Wow. I had a few words with the people in the palace. I think that helped as well.
Aha, but because I know you, I fixed it by knowing you.
Your logic is impeccable.
Indeed.
Have you apologized to the poor woman yet?
No.
For destroying her door and stealing her bullet.
No, I'm not going to show my face there again.
Oh, by the way, You're
I'm
broke.
pretty sure she got a restraining order.
You're broke. You're broke. Yep.
Yeah.
You didn't get your money back.
Mm. They don't supply free bacon here, do they?
Haven't had a meal yet.
Okay. If you need me, I'm gonna be outside the city. I'm gonna go hunt. I don't think the city likes me.
No. At least not anybody with authority does.
Yeah, I'm just gonna... if you need me, I'm gonna be a couple of minutes outside the city gate.
I'll
I
send you a
think
message.
that's safer for everybody.
Till a deer sass talks to you and you kill the royal deer.
With
There's
this
a royal
hammer.
deer now. If there's a royal deer, yeah.
There's a huge, like, 10-point buck.
Hmm.
Albino. They call it the royal deer.
I wouldn't kill that out of fear of it being that. I'm gonna become the paranoid dwarf now.
Okay.
But I don't have any money, so if you need me, getting, I'll be outside the city. I'll just be a couple of minutes outside the walls. I'm
Hallam.
gonna... No, wait. I still have the fur of the
Yes, you do.
springbok or whatever it was that I killed.
Yep.
I'm gonna go and sell that. How much do I get for it?
25 gold.
Sweet.
A guard magically appears behind you. We'll be taking that, too. No. You're almost to pay off your debt now. No. Hallam. You see a familiar face enter the inn that you're in. And it's Laura. I think
Yeah.
that's
Loris.
I know.
Loris.
Laura.
Lourdes or Laura,
Lourdes,
whatever.
yeah.
She goes by Laura.
Yep. You see Laura, and she's got like 7 books in her hand, and hands them to you. I think these might help.
He'll nod and take the books.
Hope you find what you're looking for.
Thank you.
I'll be at the library if you need me.
He'll nod.
And she kind of scurries back off out the door, running back to the library. The sun, it burns.
They're in huge robes.
The day star burns.
Yeah, tell me about it.
All right, I think we will have to leave it there. Because I can't do the other thing I wanted to do because Chris fell asleep. That's fine.
I'm free,
Yes, you are free.
and I'm not broke.
Nope. Everybody say goodbye to the local recording.
Compared to me.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye, local recording. The robes that you get here.
Of course. He's writing all of this down.
How old are you?
180.
You're a little bit chipper for somebody of your age.
It's been a long time. Can't afford to be sad, though.
He hands you some robes and shows you the way to the dressing room.
We'll go there and change.
Okay. The robes you are getting have the exact same stats and abilities that the robes you already have.
Awesome.
So I'm just changing the color. They are white with a golden trim around the hood and the arms and the seam, or not the seam, but the opening that goes down the chest.
He's going to be very happy with them.
The seam or the inlay itself around the edges is got a kind of a wave type design.
Well, only the priests get to wear these back home.
Well, it's something all followers of Arden should be wearing. And in the city, it's
Aw.
one of those things we'd like to at least have every visitor be in them. It kind of keeps the motif of the city together. It's less distracting when everybody looks the same.
Ah. He's going to write that down.
Alexis, she does help you with your dress or your robes, and with no problems.
Excellent. Thank you kindly, dear.
She picked money out of your pouch, though.
Did she?
Yep. No.
I was say, what a bitch.
And you guys look pretty and handsome and
What do they do
nice.
with their old clothes, though?
They bag them up in a little. They pretty much they fold them nicely, put them in a kind of like a newspaper type of paper that feel to it, and put a ribbon around it and tie it up for you to carry around or put
Okay.
in your end or put at the end.
Okay.
I hope these meet your sizes and fit well.
They fit excellent. Thank you very much.
If you ever need anything else, let us know. We tailor anything at the store.
Well, thank you very much, and I apologize for our initial ignorance.
Oh, it's not a problem.
Then we'll return shortly.
Okay. Thank you. You go across the street. The streets are also lined with marble. Into a smaller building, tailor shop, glass window with a pretty much it's the same kind of robe, just with slight variations to each one of them. And a stocky guy replies as you come inside, or says something when you come inside. I'm pretty sure you're here for robes,
Yes, we received a note from this gentleman over at the library.
lady.
Lady. It sounds very
I
ladylike.
didn't know if I mentioned that or not. Sorry. Yes. Okay. Sizes?
Um, I honestly don't know. I haven't worn a robe.
Well, do you mind if you just stand still for a second? He gets up off of a stool that he was sitting on and kind of circles around you for a second. And he kind of walks off to the back and pulls out three of them and hands them to you. Why don't you go back there and try these on and tell me which one works the best?
Um, I hate to ask. I unfortunately suffered an accident recently.
Yes. If you want, I can get my daughter. Maybe she can help.
I'd greatly appreciate it if it's not too much trouble.
He gives a sharp whistle, and a girl about the age of 19 comes out from the back. If you could please help this woman into her robes, I believe she'd greatly appreciate it. And she
I,
kind of nods.
I am sorry to bother you.
Oh, it's no trouble. It's what we do for our customers.
Thank you.
And she leads you to the back room. And he looks at Hallam. And what size do you think you fit?
I actually think he'll just give off his robe measurements since he wears a robe standardly. I assume he knows what they are.
You follow of Ardent?
Yeah.
Mm. Follow of Ardent should never wear black robes.
They were given to me for work.
It's still something you should never do.
Oh.
It's
He's actually going to write this down.
the black robe is something that Ardent does not let's say follow. It's something outside of his teachings.
Of course, it's just dirt. I work in the graveyard.
If you want to be closer to Ardent, I'd suggest keeping I'm assuming it's your first time to the city, so it's nothing that can't be foreseen itself.
It is, and I will ensure that we are aware of that in the future. You ready, Hallam?
Yep, let me just make sure to get all this down.
What are you writing?
Everything.
X is going to give a slight smile.
Don't want to forget this place. Everything I learned here.
And
Well, then head back to the library then, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
You see the lady is standing with another female. I don't have the race for this. What's his name? Malik. Your sister is a what?
Human, I believe.
Human.
Okay, she was human? Okay. That's probably why I didn't have a note on what she was. Okay. And her name was Loritis?
Correct.
Okay. Make sure my notes are right. Did you see the two female, one female that you recognize and another one that you don't, standing, kind of waiting for you guys to come back? Ah, I believe you found the shop easily, it seems.
Yes, thank you very much.
I have a young scholar here, Loritis. I believe she can help out with your friend's needs.
Oh, well, thank you. Lourdes, I actually believe that was someone we are coming to see.
Oh,
I have I'll wait until we can get somewhere we can discuss.
Lourdes smiles and kind of waves you guys into the actual library part of the library, not the entrance where the reception desk is. And when you guys break the entranceway into the actual library, it's massive. There are probably hundreds of thousands of books inside this one library.
I was actually gonna point and ask, are all these about Arden?
Every book in this library has something to do with him, yes.
Oh, he's very happy.
His teachings, philosophy, his actions in life, his actions in death, and his actions in rebirth
Oh,
as the god of Arden.
I want to read them all.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do.
I can't take the time, can I, though? He's actually gonna look at Alexis. When he
We'll
says
have
that.
time in the future, but right now I think we want to have a little bit of a discussion if possible.
Right.
Where would you like to do this discussion?
Um, do you have somewhere private?
We do
we
have
might be able to
we do have a small conference room.
If we could use that, that'd be fantastic.
Let me go check see if it's open. And she kind of little shimmy off, and a few seconds later comes back. She kind of pokes her head around a bookcase. It's open. Come on.
Okay.
And you guys go for a little bit and walk into a large, like French doors open up into this conference room with a rather large center table. And
Is it fine we're using a room this large?
oh, if I don't think there was nothing on the book saying it was going to be used today, so unless some of the scholars come down from the school, I'm pretty sure we should be fine. If not, we can always move to another.
By the way, I don't believe I properly introduced myself. I'm Alexis Whisper.
I'm Leora. Or, not Leora. God damn it. I had it. And then
Loritis.
Loritis.
I'm Hallam.
I closed my book and forgot it. Hello, Hallam. How are you?
I'm good.
And
This
Alexis.
day is awesome. I love this city.
Maybe you should make it a permanent home.
I'm afraid I can't, but Father Garfield would be very upset if I left. Permanently.
Father Garville from...
Freeport.
I don't believe well, I have worked in Freeport for a period of time, but I don't think I've had many interactions with Father Garville.
He stays in the back mostly.
Maybe explain why I've never seen him before.
Laura, was it?
Loritis, but Laura, yes, does work.
Were you one of Thorol's children?
Yes.
I thought you looked familiar. I've been very close with Thorol over the past few years.
I vaguely remember you.
Your brother Malik says hello.
Oh, what's little Mally doing now?
Well, he's actually traveling with another group of friends of ours. We're on a bit of a mission. That is part of the reason why we're here.
Well, tell Mally next time you see him that I'm having a lot of fun here and there's a lot of books. He needs to come down here and visit.
I'm sure he will. For the moment, though, my friend Hallam here, and she's going to place her hand on Hallam's knee. Hallam is obviously from Freeport, as you were, and he's sort of looking to compare philosophies with how things are actually sort of scripted here in Arden City.
Ah, okay. I can do that.
For example, what was his name? Deacon Rain, was it?
Oh, Deacon Rain. What a sad, sad outcome that was.
I know
Yeah.
he was so, what's the word? I'm actually trying to think of a word here and it's slipping my mind. I'm so good at this. It was just such an unfortunate circumstance.
I wouldn't think so. Bastardizing teachings to impose or to have somebody do other people's biddings.
He was just doing the work that Arden told him about.
No, Arden would never give order or tell somebody to do that.
What are you talking about?
Arden's about life, not death.
Yes, but there comes an end to it all.
Yes, naturally.
Yeah. And sometimes he has to
Murder is not
things
natural.
wrong.
No. No, my dear. Arden would never ask for somebody to take somebody else's life.
But that's not what Father Garville says. He
What
talks to Arden.
exactly is this Garfield saying to you?
Alexa's gonna make her hand a bit. Actually, she's gonna grab Hallam's hand.
He talks to Arden, and we send people off to Arden.
Oh God, no. He has people killed?
We send them to Arden
You
so they can
see
play ghost tag.
you see her kind of get a little white and sit down. What have they done to you? That is not Arden's
Very,
teachings.
they seem very confused.
He or she picks up one of the books that she was carrying and opens it up and starts going through some pages and pointing out some things to you.